Have you ever wondered if hitting your daily step count could truly transform your life? How could something so simple as walking be such a big aid in fat loss and weight loss when it comes to your fitness journey and seeing results? My name is Kelsey Rose. I am a fitness professional, and fitness and wellness are my life. Workouts are what I do. It truly is my life. Over the last decade, I have been committed to wellness and fitness, not only just for myself, but for thousands of women in real life, but also online through my app, Shape. Yet I was totally overlooking the most powerful tool ever that is accessible to everyone. Yes, walking, getting your daily steps in, moving your body outside your workouts. This is so important and a key component to seeing results. Now that I've been walking average 10K steps every single day for the past 2 years, I can tell you from my own personal experience that it has completely transformed my life. The point of this video is to tell you that even for someone like myself whose life is literally dedicated to fitness and working out, implementing walking can make the biggest difference even for me. Think about it. It is something that I implement even having the background in fitness, having access to so many different workouts and modalities of training, but I still choose to prioritize walking every single day. It's effective, it's easy, and it actually works. And trust me, if it didn't work, I would not be prioritizing it, talking about it, and promoting it the way that I do. I am literally the biggest advocate for getting in your daily steps. Today, I will be sharing with you why exactly I started walking, how you can start incorporating and implementing it into your daily routine, even if you're busy, and of course, the incredible mental and physical benefits that walking can bring. So, let's dive in. We are going to begin with why I started walking. So like I mentioned, for years, I was really just focused on workouts, strength training, conditioning, Pilates, high intensity, yoga. I completely was disregarding walking as a whole. But then there was something interesting I started noticing while I was still living in Toronto years ago. In the summer, I felt like my body was so much more lean in comparison to the winter. And I started thinking like, this is probably because I am walking so much more, because obviously it's easier in a warmer climate to do so. And that's when something really clicked in my head. And I was like, you know what? I need to start walking more, even if it's indoors on the treadmill in the winter time, because I was noticing the big difference that it was making on my body. And then 2020 happened. We had so much more time at home. I was eating a lot, and I needed to, aside from my daily workout, which I already had to kind of reshape and reconfigure at home, I definitely started leaning to walking a little bit more, not just for my physical health, but definitely for my mental health, especially during those couple rough years that, let's face it, everyone had. Then the more I started kind of deep diving into the science of walking, I started listening to podcasts, doctors speaking about the benefits of walking, listening to big time trainers as well talk about how they really recommend to all of their clients. That is when I started to take walking very seriously. I really do believe that it is one of the main factors of why I am the leanest I have ever been. We're going to get more into this later in the video, but walking burns fat. I've talked about this ad nauseum in some of my other videos in the past, but it's just the way that our bodies use different energy stores when we do different types of movement. And luckily enough, for walking, our body uses our fat storage. 2 thumbs up. Okay, let's get into the science behind walking and why it works. Number 1, it reduces stress and lowers cortisol levels. That is the goal. That is what we want all day, every day. We should be prioritizing our mental health in whatever way we can. For me personally, I love getting up and going outside right away. I literally get out of bed, get changed, put the socks on, put the shoes on, and take my celery juice and go outside. It is the perfect clear start to my morning that I need that is my mindfulness. Sometimes I even walk listening to a meditation from Shape. And on days when I do that versus I don't, I just have such a different tone set for the rest of the day. Walking, especially outdoors, reduces cortisol levels in the body, which is our body's main stress hormone. The rhythmic movement and the moderate intensity of walking helps calm and ground the nervous system. It helps us feel safe. Obviously, being in nature alone is so grounding. And this, of course, helps lower stress and also helps with other things like anxiety, mood swings, anything related to our mental health. Walking triggers the release of endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, all things that are going to help with our mood and how we feel and how we show up for ourselves and others every single day. Now, when it comes to the physical health, because we want to know the benefits of that too, because we want to look good, let's not forget about that. Walking is actually a low stress form of exercise. And when I mean low stress, I don't even necessarily mean like it's de-stressing us, which of course I just mentioned it also does that, but it is low stress and low impact on the body. And in a world where we are grab and go all the time, moving quick, always have to be the next thing, walking is kind of, again, that safe place where we are slowing things down and just allowing our bodies to move in a very gentle state. At a moderate pace, you are burning fat stores that are being held somewhere within the body without putting, again, major stress on your body, which we love. Walking can also help increase your metabolic rate without exhaustion. So a lot of the time, when we do a really hard workout, we are a lot hungrier after. So we eat more because we do need to refuel more. But with walking, it is so low intensity that, I've never gone for even a really long walk and been like, oh my God, that walk made me starving. You know what I mean? Another great thing about walking, especially after meals, is that it can help balance out your blood sugar levels and improves insulin sensitivity, which can prevent glucose being stored as fat, which is again what we want when we are trying to see results, burn fat, and lose weight. I would recommend even a 10-15 walk after any meal. That can literally make the biggest difference and help your body break down and digest the food that you have just consumed. By now you're probably thinking, how did I make walking a daily habit? So before I really started even noticing how many steps I was getting a day, I was getting on average 3,000 to 4,000 steps, and that was mainly just from moving my body from waking up until I go to bed at night. All of the steps in between count towards your daily steps, which is amazing because it makes getting your steps in every single day a little bit daunting. All of your steps do not need to come from walking specifically. It's more about just getting up, moving your body, even if you're walking around your home, at work, whatever it may be, all of those steps do count. So I really went from around 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day and then started aiming for 10,000 steps, but I did not get there overnight. I did it in baby steps, and I started to just incorporate shorter, quicker walks throughout my day when I could. So end my day with a walk, and if I could, squeeze in a walk somewhere in between. I would say this increased my daily steps to about 7,000 steps a day, which is also still amazing. Even that 3,000 to 4,000 step increase is like, give yourself a tap on the back. We need to start somewhere. But the recommended average daily amount of steps is 10,000. So I began to figure out other ways where I could increase this number. For me, I'm working from home. So when I take my midday break, which I need, especially if I'm working from morning until evening, I take my break outdoors. I go for a walk. I have a walking pad also on my balcony, which I love to use and take advantage of. That is a great way to increase the amount of steps that you are getting, especially if you are working from home, and I will link mine below. I love mine. And truly just taking advantage at any points in your day. If you do go to the office, I always say go for a walk in the morning, park a little bit further, or when you get to work, take the stairs instead of taking the elevator. You can go for a 10 to 15 minute walk on your lunch break. You can take another walk after work before you go back home. There's little ways that we can sneak it in throughout the day, and before you know it, you're at 10,000 steps. Walking is also a great opportunity to increase and enhance your social connection in real life. I think we all need more of that because we're so connected with our phones and our computers. So a lot of the times when I am going for a walk, I message a friend that lives close by. I ask if they want to come with me. That makes it a little bit more motivating, and also it can help keep you accountable. But if not, I will listen to a podcast. I will call a friend, call a family member, catch up with the people that I love in my life. I feel like that is the perfect opportunity to do so, or I just unplug and literally bask in the nature and enjoy. I also do have so many different treadmill walking workouts on Instagram that are such a big hit. A lot of the videos have gone over millions of views, and people are doing them every single day. And with a lot of the walking treadmill videos, we're also including incline, which unless you're doing hills outdoors, you're not really able to get. So there are benefits from walking on a treadmill versus walking outside. There's pros and cons of both, and I like to mix it up between the two. Yes, I love my interval incline treadmill workouts, but I really do love also getting outside, getting that sunlight, and being in that nature. So if you are struggling to make walking a daily habit, just know that you can break it up. You do not have to commit to all of your steps at one time. Start small. Don't think that you need to go from a couple thousand steps a day to 10,000. Trust me, you will get there. Your body will want you to get there, and you can do it. I know you can, and we're going to do it together. On my app Shape, we have monthly challenges, and I always include walking on our weekly checklist. So I feel like we can help keep each other motivated that way, and people also do love doing my walking treadmill series after the Shape workouts for that day. That can also just enhance fat burning after a workout. So whether your walk is in the morning, at night, after a workout, whatever it is, I don't care. Just walk. Just start walking. Now let's talk about results, because I know you guys all wanna know about it. You wanna know what has changed on my body. So I feel leaner, I feel stronger. I'm going to show you some before and afters. You're going to literally see the difference. And the biggest difference I've noticed, because where I hold fat from my body is more in like the lower body, I've noticed the biggest change actually in my legs. But this isn't just about the physical change. I have just a deeper sense of well-being. Walking every day has completely shifted my outlook and perspective on fitness. I love that I'm now able to incorporate more low impact style of movement, and to know that these modalities are the biggest difference when it comes to being more lean, losing weight, burning fat. It's actually amazing, which is why this is my like little magic tip that I tell everyone to start doing if you are not already doing it and feel like you're doing everything possible to lose weight. Walking may just be the last component that you are missing from your daily routine to see results. I do want to say that the mental transformation has been just as impactful. Walking is my reset button. It is the way I start my day every single morning, and it gives me the chance and opportunity in my day to slow down, to reflect, to de-stress, to kind of let go of anything, any tension I've been holding on to for the day. And I constantly feel more centered, more grounded, and just more in tune with myself. Also, when I use walking as a way to break up my day, I am like 1,000 times more productive with my work. If I do a lot in the morning, I can't go on for the second half of my day before I go outside and get that reset, or just go on the treadmill down in the gym. It truly makes the biggest difference and increases my productivity levels like no other. All right, so here is my challenge for you. Start adding a walk to your daily routine. I don't care if it's 1, 2, or 3 times, the more the better. Whether it's 10 minutes, 30 minutes, just start with something. Start somewhere and begin to watch your mind, body, soul completely transform. And I promise you, if this video ends up inspiring you to do so, you will be thanking me, and make sure to let me know down in my comments. Start small, stay consistent, and trust me, you will be amazed by the power of walking. I actually wonder how many times I've said walking today. Walking, 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 walking. I hope you found this video informative. I hope I inspired you, I motivated you, and you are going to be getting your daily walk on. Make sure to check out my latest video, 5 cozy fall breakfast recipes that anyone can make right from home, and I will see you all next time.